Rise of the lost, these are the words of the lost in the land of the lost. Not much has changed since the last video, but so much has changed since the last video. For anyone that's been keeping up with the current news, in Minnesota they have now outlawed chokeholds, and they have now made it a mandatory for their officers to interject and stop any officers that are using excessive force in their presence. Why is this a victory for us? Because the name of the game is accountability. Something that they have tried to avoid for the longest and successfully done so. We are now in a position where our voices have to be heard based on our action. I'm not going to really try to pinpoint any one thing right now. This is my perspective, this is my perception, and this is my digestion of the events and my solutions. We are currently at war. I hear people saying we need to avoid the war. We're here to stop a war from happening. We have been at war for over 400 years. This is a war on our spirit. This is a war on our livelihoods. This is a war on our existence as black people. Indigenous people of this land, yes, but black people nonetheless. The label that is known around the world is the label we will still hold and use until we are recognized as what we truly are. Why are we rioting? Why would we want to burn shit down? How can this level of violence lead to the change and growth that we say we want? Well, I look back to MLK's assassination. For those that don't know, Martin Luther King Jr. It was after his assassination that in 100 cities, all at once, we had riots, burning buildings. Yes, there was death. Yes, we lost lives. And those that were opposing us lost lives on their end as well. But what did we get from this holy week of rioting? We got reform. We got change. Was it enough? No, far from it. But it was enough at that moment to pacify us and stop us from burning the rest of this shit to the ground. It seems that history does repeat itself. Right now, as we speak, in our lifetimes, we are watching a revolution. Right now, as we speak, in our lifetimes, we are part of a revolution, whether we choose to be or choose not to be. Inaction is action nonetheless. If you see me outside getting murdered and you have the ability to stop and use your white privilege and you don't, then yes, you have sided with the one that killed me. Your inaction is action nonetheless. Now, I'm not saying everyone has to go out and be a warrior on the streets. I'm not saying that everyone needs to go out and pick up a gun or march and protest, but everyone does have the ability to aid in this fight, whether it's on the digital front from the comforts of your very home with your phone because you took 2 seconds to sign a petition, or because you took 2 minutes out of your day to call a governor or a senator and let it be known that you will not stand for the injustice that's happening. Again, I'm not asking you to go sacrifice yourself. You have ones you care about and they don't want to see you die. But then recognize that's why we're doing what we're doing. Because we have ones that care about us and they don't want to see us die. And we live in a world that's divided and split, where depending on the skin color you have been born with, for some, they see it as a curse. For others, they see it as a gift. The country has tried to decide for us which is which. We decide for ourselves. So if we have brothers of other races, then please, I implore you, use your gifts. Use all you've been bestowed with in this magnificent country that you want to fly the flag for, stand proud for, and pledge allegiance to. Do you actually believe in the Constitution? Do you actually believe in what it stands for? Do you know who it was written for? These are the questions I ask myself. When I find the answers, I then ask those around me. I want you to ask yourself those questions. If you actually feel like you found justice in what you see transpiring around the world, our world, because this is a world we've created. America is its own microcosmos. Each state is its own little universe. And in this world we are sharing, we are dying off. And in the position that we are standing, we can go extinct. So just like any other creature that knows it deserves to be alive because of the simple fact that it is, it fights for its own existence and survival by any means necessary. But for some odd reason, if we watch our mothers, brothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, sons, daughters, aunts, nieces, nephews get killed in real time in front of us, We are supposed to woosah and hold these feelings and stand tall and believe in the justice system. The same one that has decided somehow, some way that 13.4% of the population can actually make up 38% of a population of prisoners. The same country that feels taking a knee is the most disrespectful thing you can possibly do, even if done in silence on the sideline. Yet in broad daylight, if you put a knee on the neck and extinguish the flame of a soul, it's just more fodder for the fire. So me, having my experience, I know I need to temper myself in moments for no other reason than to successfully deliver a message, successfully deliver a perspective, and hope that maybe one of you will grow from it. And for the others who I'm truly speaking to, the lost, I hope I can be a voice for you. Your frustration, I hope, can be articulated. The knowledge you're looking for, I hope I can point you in the direction of. We are living in the modern Jim Crow era. So yes, change is needed. In our world, as I said in the last video, history has dictated to us that power is the only instrument in the end that gets to write history. That pen is called power. And the little bit of power that we have, we will use. And we will unite with any other force, foreign or not, that actually believes in the cause for what the cause is. Because at the end of the day, when those rubber bullets fly at close range, anyone can die. Here's our reality. At the end of the day, if we're protesting and everyone's wearing masks and gloves and you don't get to see who's who, we've reached the point of equality. We can all die at the same time. And we're seeing it in real time. So again, I implore you, do your due diligence, do your research. I will attach links as usual below to help you get a little bit more perspective. So you can, again, do your own personal research. Go follow on Instagram Lee Merritt, who is the lawyer who is handling Ahmaud Arbery's case. And to my knowledge, also handling Breonna Taylor's case, and is actually leading the front on giving us the information we need when it's time to contact the governors, making sure those websites are being disseminated. He's working with Rock Nation and their legal team. Information is the key to success in this war. They're doing their best to silence us, so as many voices as we can muster, we must, and disseminate the information. Again, information is key in this war. Truth is being hidden from us as it always has been. For we are chosen. Who knows for what? We like to believe it's for greatness. I just say we are chosen. The truth is, time will reveal what we were chosen for. That's the truth. Our belief will guide us. Our faith will guide us. Our pride will hold us higher than ever. So we have the wings to fly. But in all actuality, time will tell us in the end why we really went through all the shit we went through. And like I said last video, you can either engage, interact, and play your role, or you can stand idly by and watch this whole shit burn to the ground. Either way, life happens. Rise of the lost, these are the words of the lost in the land of the lost. I am Kyd Works. We are the Lost Dynasty. This is our time.